when he comes back, we should just like pretend like we don't hear him. Like just
I'm on board.
just for a small bit. We won't tease him too hard. Of course, Zombie Robin and I still here gonna give you the first game cast till James comes back and take a small BRB. But it's the best of 7. It's the finals for Hey Look Koreans. I want to thank you guys for joining us on this. This tournament itself was maybe not the craziest thing of all times, but it's been our first only Korean event. It was a lot of fun. We had a lot of great group play, and now we find ourselves in this last finals. So without further ado, spawning in the bottom right corner of the map, he's playing for Invasion Esports. It's the red Protoss Super.
The Emperor left as the blue Zerg, CCM Soulkey.
Okay, so I don't know so much about Super, because I know Soulkey has streamed before, and he's done it with both a webcam and a microphone. If Soulkey wins this, guys, we're going to absolutely, without question, set up an interview of sorts. But if Super wins, we actually don't know. I'll have to ask him about that, or get James to translate the question to him sometime, somewhere between the series. But, this should be a good one. I mean, we've seen, out of both these guys, first off, Soulkey has probably had some of the most clean and the most fun group play to watch. Ooh, Speedling opener. Oh, one base. Ooh, gas. But Super came out of his group with flying colors, and Super was kind of this guy who was the underdog, I think, coming into this whole tournament. I mean, who is Super, really? We look at his Twitter account. He's got like barely 100 followers. He's not exactly the most well-known Korean you've ever heard of, but he's played like a monster to get here for the finals.
Problem is, besides the opener, which is going to be hard to deal with for Super, as he goes a Nexus first, is also that his versus Zerg has been only tested once against Armagu, and it didn't go well. I don't remember the games exactly, if it was like a stomp or like failed all-ins or what, but it was the only one that he played and he got 2-0'd. So I would hope, though, that he had been practicing. Like, I know PvP was the first matchup, but he's got to be mindful that if he did make it to the grand finals, it would absolutely be versus the Zerg. It's kind of nice of how the bracket signed up for us and the players.
Yeah, actually, that was actually rather pleasantly surprising. I mean, I don't mind. We had some really epic finals. I think our first ever finals was Hyun versus Life. That was a ZVZ. We had Mana versus Little Bow. That was an amazing best of 7 PvP. I mean, I really wouldn't have minded if this had been a mirror matchup, but the fact that it didn't end up being his mirror matchup, for me, was kind of cool. Ooh. Now, we do have the Forge falling stuff very quickly. I like this move a lot, because he can maybe get a cannon down and maybe stop this from getting devastating, but his natural base is going to be under a lot of stress.
Yeah, it's going to be so hard to hold it. He might be banking on it, like, dying anyways, but, like, oh, no.
Baneling bust.
No, Soulkey.
This is really cool. He knows there's not going to be a force field out. Super can't afford to make a force field. He needs Zealots. He needs Stalkers. He needs a Mothership Core. Oh, this is so cool. I don't know if this will actually work, but this is so cool. I like Soulkey's thought process.
There's so many cool things happening on like both sides of the field. Like the fact that Super actually bothered to put a pylon down there, and before even knowing that the build was what it was, like, yeah, and it can actually reach the cannon. Like, that's so nice. I mean, the reaction is much better than we've seen from other Nexus firsters. So, I mean, they actually usually die.
Yeah, and oftentimes we forget just how good Banelings are versus Zealots, because Zealots are not Marines. They don't die and fall over the second they see a Baneling, but they still take the bonus damage, and they go down very quickly, way more effectively than, say, 6 Lings dying to barely kill 1. So Overlord's got a cute scout in the main. He's going to see if any sentries come out or anything like that, but it's still just Zealots. And as you've more seen 6 Banelings down here to the south, this is not going to be the easiest position to break. That cannon has got to get focused. Oh, yeah, first blood bug still happens, but...
I kind of wish, though, that he had been... like, kind of trick the probes and being pulled. Like, oh, you can totally take on these Lings with a couple of probes. Don't worry about it. Well,
yeah, well, he goes to work on the cannon. The Zealots are not going to stand to the Banelings. Goes to the high ground. What's he going to do? Hold position. Just kidding. 3 Banelings taking out these Zealots. Super in a lot of trouble. The Zealots go down and the Banelings still live. They're going to go off with the probes. No. He's stacking the probes to the legs. That's not what you want to do. Baneling coming from the backside. Probes running through the back end. There's nowhere to run. There's nowhere to hide. Soulkey is in your base. Soulkey's in your face, and he takes game number 1. Yeah, we talked about Banelings in the last series too. Like, this couldn't